It was a win at the box office this weekend for the new film Chappie, sort of. The new Neil Blomkamp film took in just over $13 million on its opening weekend. In second place was the Will Smith film Focus, bringing in just over $10 million. In third spot was the second best exotic Marigold Hotel, making $8.6 million in its debut. KINGSMAN, The Secret Service, stays in the top 5 for the 4th week in a row, making another $8.3 million, bringing its worldwide total up to $248 million. And rounding out the top 5 is SpongeBob, making another $7 million to bring its worldwide total up to $259 million. John, what stands out to you about this weekend's box office results?
Low. It was not a great week in the box office. We didn't anticipate this would be a great weekend at the box office. I think last week we talked about whether Chappie could exceed 30 million at the box office, and I think we all said no.
No, I did. I owe him $10. I was like, yeah, man,
right.
it's gonna make like 38 million. No, I remember my stupidity.
That's very honest of you. I totally would have let that slide. I forgot all about that. Yeah, so I mean that's there too. KINGSMAN, again, sticking around in the top 5. That's fantastic for it. It's like, it's made big bank for a movie that was not expected to make that much bank. So that's pretty cool. But I think the big thing that came out of the box office this weekend was that American Sniper, which, remember, technically speaking, opened in 2014, even though its wide release didn't hit until like February. But technically speaking, it opened in 2014. It now passed Hunger Games by like $700,000 to become the #1 box office film of 2014. Even though all of its money is made in 2015, it still counts as 2014 film. So now it is American Sniper as the #1 domestically box office film of the year, followed by Hunger Games, followed by Guardians of the Galaxy. So kudos. Nobody saw that coming.
No.
Like not even the most optimistic people at the studio saw that coming. But congratulations to American Sniper, #1 film of the year. Anyway, Mark, what stands out to you?
I'm really disappointed in Chappie's take. I mean, you can talk about the film, and that's a separate discussion to have, but just when you see a trailer and you see a robot, all you need to do is see a realistic looking robot and see an interesting story where maybe this robot is developing emotions, and you got to assume that thing's going to make at least $20 million opening weekend. I mean, Neil Blomkamp, he had success with District 9 and Elysium, and then you go to this and it's like $13 million. That's a real low take for me. When you look at Will Smith being in Focus and being the star of Focus and being on the billboard of Focus, and it only pulled in $10 million its second weekend, that's real low. It ain't the Will Smith that we used to know anymore. And I don't know if that's just the way the culture's gone, or if people are just have gone a little soft on their love of Will Smith and seeing anything that guy's in. And then lastly, the second most best exotic Marigold Hotel. Nobody knew that was coming out. I remember I had a screening of it last week, and I was like, oh, they made another one of those? Right. So I think they just really didn't put a lot into the advertising of that film at all, and that's why.
No, and I think they're probably pretty happy with that 8.6 that they made.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty satisfied with it.
That's right. Well, look, Dev Patel was in one good movie this weekend, and it was the one that made not as much as the other one he was in. So there you go.
Schnepp.
Yeah, my only added comment would be the Marigold people are probably like, we beat Unfinished Business? What?
Oh,
what?
Man, that thing bombed.
Yeah, that was a big bomb.
But like, look, again, not a good marketing campaign. The trailers maybe the Red Band trailer had a couple of laugh moments in it, and the rest are not well executed. I mean, it didn't do much to entice people to want to run and see it.
Right.
So,
but that's another thing too. Is Vince Vaughn is a huge star like Will Smith, and you put him on the poster, and you just assume people want to go see that guy, and it's not that way anymore.
No, it's not. I mean, look at his last film, right? Delivery Man, which actually wasn't all that bad.
I like Delivery Man, yeah.
But again, a poorly marketed film, and people just aren't rushing out to see him anymore. I mean, so it's a little concerning.
I have to say, like, all the films that were released in the last 2 weeks, none of them stick out. Like, a lot of them feel like a little bit of a repeat from something that was not even that successful. So that's my kind of gauge as to like, I could see why, because Chappie is definitely like Short Circuit. I haven't even seen it yet, but it reminds me of Short Circuit meets RoboCop. I mean, it's with District 9. So it's sort of like this, a little bit of fatigue of like, okay, I kind of know what that's like. I'm not rushing out to go see it. I mean, there was the repeated Will Smith and Vince Vaughn. A lot of people are like, the last few films weren't that great, so it reduces the desire to. That's why I feel like this week was softer, because it's like there wasn't like a big like you've got to see this movie kind of thing. So
hey everyone, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.